I think my brother's working. He wanted like to speak with you or something.
Does he want to talk with me? Thorin, I'm back. If you want to talk, Sosha said you might want to talk.
Yeah, we're going on a raid warband sort of thing into Silverlight.
Okay.
I wanted to invite you to, go with us.
Uh, okay. I mean, let me think about it. But it sounds fun, I think. When is it?
Student's Day. I don't know how to fucking say.
Okay, like in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
Well, I mean, you don't have to come. We're not like trying to force you or anything.
Yeah, I just wanted to invite you.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
he wanted to invite you.
I mean,
So what are you getting at?
yeah, what are you getting at?
I get at a lot of things.
You're gonna need to elaborate on that, Zosha. Just gonna run away.
Yeah, you can't slam the door in her face. She has keys.
Yeah, but I'm fast.
But I can be fast too. Okay, I can't do that. I mean, I'd like to. I mean, I might be busy with spirits, but it sounds really fun.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be really violent. Unless I can talk them out of it, which I'm gonna try and do.
I doubt that's gonna work.
I'm gonna try.
Mm.
I mean, I hope you're able to talk them out of it. I don't know.
Me too.
I know I was really violent to the Draculan, and I know that was probably hard for you, but I don't feel
It was
the
kind of
need.
concerning.
I don't feel the need to be violent like that to like the other people, cause like the Silverlight people, I wish I didn't have to fight them. I mean, they're the ones who always attack me, so it's not really anything I ever asked for. I don't have any really anger towards them or anything.
It's revenge, right? An eye for an eye. But
Hmm.
you only have two eyes, and then once you lose both of them, you're blind, and then you've got nothing left to, no more eyes, and it's just war. I mean, like eyeballs.
Mm. Well, I mean, I like having my eyes. Auntie Cedre lost an eye. But at least she has a cool eye patch about it. I can see you like walking ways, Osha.
Yeah, she's
I think she thinks we're something we're not.
Oh, she absolutely does. She was shouting at me about it.
What was she saying?
She told me she was like shouting at me to like when I said I wanted to invite you. Like pointing at your house and saying, "Go invite your girlfriend."
Um, I have never had a boyfriend before, but I don't think that's what you are. I mean, like, you're nice and stuff, and I like hanging out with you and spending time with you, but like, we've never gone on a date. I don't even think we've held hands or like, anything like that.
That's
I
what
feel
I
like
said to her.
I feel like that's kind of a
We haven't
prerequisite.
done those things.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a prerequisite to like, you know, any of that stuff.
Yeah, you gotta take me on a date first.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even know. I'm not really a date person. I've never taken anyone on a date before, or been on a date with anyone before.
Well, I've never been on one either, so like, I can't really compare it to anything. Because I shut my brain off when mom and dad talk about going on dates, because I don't want to think about that. So, you know, our date could be like picking rocks, and I think that'd be kind of cool.
What's your favorite? Picking rocks? Your favorite type of rock?
That was just an off-the-cuff example. I've never picked rocks before.
I don't know. I
I like
mean,
the smooth one.
I like gems. I really like the various types of gems. There's like rubies, and there's sapphires, and there's emeralds, and those are my favorite. And I like miststones and amethysts, because that's like the ones I use for my magic. And then there's topazes, which are also pretty cool, but honestly, of the 6, they're my least favorite.
Yeah, I think topazes are a lot of people's least favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of yellow and orange, though, so that's good.
I think as long as it's non-violent.
Shut up.
I think as long as it's non-violent, I'd have fun.
Okay, I mean, I think I'd prefer non-violent personally. That would be probably for the best. I guess Auntie Tansy's supposed to help me make my flower garden better. But maybe you could help me with that too? Have I even shown
I
you
could try.
the...
I'm really terrible at gardening.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm okay at it, but you know, Auntie Tansy's like the best. But yeah, even if I can't come with you guys for the raiding party, I hope it goes well, you know.
Yeah, I hope I don't die violently or something.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that's like really loud, right?
It's not my problem you ain't talking in like your fucking room.
It would still be loud in my room.
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
I think you would like actually lose your mind if I took Sapphire to my room.
I mean, I guess if you...
She's already been there like 10 times. The fuck.
I mean,
Like,
I guess if you want, I can show you
oh
like
shit,
the new
wait,
stuff.
Let me change.
I guess if you want, I can show you all the new construction over at my house, which has my room in it, because I have a room now. I think it's
Also,
pretty
now you
nice.
Room.
I feel like you're implying things.
She is.
It's just a room.
She's implying two things.
What is she implying?
She's implying the things that are going to happen in that room, and she's also implying that you're taking me away.
Zusha! Are you really implying all that?
What?
Zosha, are you really implying all that?
Implying what? Huh?
Whatever
Oh, y'all
what
have me
Thorin
influenced?
said.
That's like
What? Are we what?
Can you not hear me? Clean your ears a little bit.
Talk louder.
I am talking like. Okay,
Clear your throat.
this is.
Be more direct.
My patience.
We just want to know what you were saying, Zoe.
I said that it's not. I don't fucking remember what I said. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
you were implying, you know. What were you implying?
Color me apathetic.
What are you wearing?
That you brought like comfy clothes for mom, me.
What, did you go put on your comfy clothes?
Yeah, we're home. Yeah, I like being in a dress like once in a while. It's just like once. Just... Fuck you.
I mean, she does kind of look like Verena when she's dressed like that.
I changed. They're better.
I was just making sure you weren't like, you know, doing that thing you did when you were little, where you'd like act out when something wasn't happening the way you wanted it to.
What? How is me wearing a dress?
Because you haven't put that on like the entire time we've been here. And
'Cause
then
you
Sapphire is
out
like,
and
"Oh,
about.
I'll take you to see my room, Thorin." And then you're like, "Of course you are." And you do your squint and then you walk away. And you implied something, but I don't remember how you implied it.
I had the dress on and then I changed out of it and then I changed back into it.
Come here.
Fucking touch me. I don't know, I felt like you were judging me for wearing it.
I was just making sure you're okay.
I'm fine. I mean, if you guys want to go on a stupid date, then go on a stupid date. I got paid. It doesn't really
You
matter.
sold me on this stupid date. How are you upset about it?
Because I'm gonna lose you. You're never gonna come back. And you're gonna move in with her, and then you're gonna sleep in your room, and then I'm gonna be here all alone.
What? I was just gonna show him. Cause like, I think it has a really nice view. You can come see it too.
That's the next step. Oh, I have to go hunt for food because I fucking killed her.
We have so many cabinets of blood, Zosha, that we're not drinking. You can
What?
have some.
What kind, though?
Like, lots of kinds. I can literally show you.
Why do you have...
Yeah, I sort of only.
We
did
stole
penicillin.
it from a dead guy's house. I don't know. Is she not coming? There's the stable out here,
Looks like no.
which I think is really nice. Oh, she's on the way, I think. I think that's Charybdis's horse. You should beat it up. Oh yes, those are Orthos's chewing bells. Well, I mean, I think I already showed you guys the workshop. Did I already show you the workshop? I feel like I already did.
Yeah, I had like, and then like the tailoring room,
Oh,
I had
yeah.
my,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this isn't all that different. I'm out of sculpted wood to put back the safety table.
that's okay.
But I did make this, which I thought was really nice. You know, it has a...
It's a lot like on
Oh, could you-
C-tray and on
Yeah,
Lindsay's.
I definitely used it as inspiration.
As you wish.
Absolutely, because I was like, wow, that's really good.
Yeah, but we don't really sit on the floor. We sit in chairs.
You know, that's fair. I like the cushions were nice though. You get like some really big bookshelves in the corners and stuff. But this is the library. Emerald's gonna live in here probably.
I hate libraries.
Yeah, you don't have to go in that room. I think I'm really proud of this touch because like you can see below, and I think that's really cool.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah. I have not decided what I'm doing with that room, but then I did it again. And you can see way down. That's Emerald's room. We shouldn't go in there. But here's the big outdoor sparring arena that I want to make into a rooftop
I hate
garden.
this.
Why?
This is just, it's wrong.
How is it
Really
wrong?
Ways.
Just the way everything is placed. I have a spiritual feeling that this was Emerald.
It actually was me.
Oh. It's still wrong.
I'll fix it. Just have to add like more like vertical supports and stuff. Like over here. Because you're right. It has room for improvement. But over here, I don't know. I made myself like a little ritual space for like rituals and stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But
It's very pink and blue.
yeah, because it's chaos and illusion. I really like this because you can just look and see the bell tower and also Bela's house.
Layla's stupid, ugly Noctum house.
Yeah, but the tower is really pretty though.
Yeah, the tower is kind of pretty.
And you can
Can't
like
see
see it all. What'd you say?
You can't see the hall.
But
this your
yeah.
I like it. There's a lot of wood.
I'm glad.
As you wish.
That's the bed. It's got blankets and pillows and stuff.
That's your bed?
I'm gonna have a proper fancy bed soon once I move it in here.
Yeah.
But you can see the hall from up here.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Where I'm blind. I
When?
can't see that far.
I
So-
am.
I'm blind.
Lou's house is like right over there.
Man, I'm actually blind.
So
I mean-
stop joking.
I really cannot see. I think I'm spiritually blind. Oh, is it this thing?
I mean, there's the hall in Lou's house.
Wait, what's what?
That's the hall, and that's Lou's house.
Oh,
We're like all neighbors and stuff.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I also think this is very not structurally sound.
Probably not.
I will assert my will.
and this is like your bathroom.
Yeah. Oh no. I think it's nice.
The perfect treat.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, like a fire to keep it warm.
Mm-hmm.
The windows are a little an interesting decision.
Well, I don't expect anyone to look fucking up here.
Dreamer, you're still in sigil magic?
I mean, Auntie Dreamer's in Sigil Magic, yeah.
Yeah, they're right here.
Oh, hi, Auntie Dreamer. Welcome to the top of my treehouse tower thing.
No strong feelings one way or the other.
Do you like the view?
Hmm?
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? I've been burgled.
Did you rob Sapphire or me and Zoe?
Yeah, what'd you take? Also,
I am indifferent. Absolutely.
Because there's like
thing.
really strict rules on what we're supposed to do if we get robbed.
Yeah.
We stake each other.
What?
No.
Okay, but like it would be really cool.
What is wrong with you?
That's how you like die. Like forever.
Zoe, I think you're being really dramatic right now.
No, I mean my dad's gotten staked like how many times?
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
And Uncle
Talking
Thorin got
about
staked.
what Dad said we have to do if someone robs us.
I forgot because
That
we've
we
never
have
been
to eat
robbed.
them. But I think if they unrobbed us, we can, you know, like, not eat them.
And I think I have some power cores for because I did take like 12 to get this place set up. Oh, well, I have exactly 12. That's convenient. And also a bunch of these. Red. Red is the quickest way. Because then you're just out. Is Tansy here?
Oh, you're on a date.
No, we're not on a date. We're not on a date.
Why would...
Why are you assuming we're on a date? If Zosha and Dreamer...
Auntie Cedric, take me with you. Please.
Okay.
They're fucking kissing and shit.
What?
Oh, that's
What?
disgusting. That's
No.
disgusting.
No. No.
No!
No.
I would love to do the same thing.
Ow!
What are you
Really?
talking
Yeah.
about? What are you talking?
me out of bat form. You'll be fine. It was out of
Anyway.
love.
I need to go to the academy to pick up some books.
Okay.
What? Out of love.
Okay, Auntie Tansy, did you want to have that, like, conversation thing, or...
Fuck. I was in such deep. It will have to be a different cycle.
Aw, okay.
Actually, you know what? You two must be missing your mother so much. Crimson Beam! Mm-hmm.
Wow,
She didn't eat you.
that was really impressive.
It was their mother's favorite trick. You look so much like her right now. Oh, look at you.
Oh,
That is not a normal reaction. Are you alright?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're feeling actually homesick, aren't you?
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. No. Right, Thorin? We're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can take it.
Yeah, have fun.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Are you not coming with us? I thought you were.
Okay. I've noticed. Oh shit! I've noticed this thing
Cast your
where
blade.
you tend to stand next to my brother a lot.
yeah. I'm just gonna leave now before shit starts getting real weird.
I feel like you're implying things. Why are you? What are you saying?
Come on,
I'm
Zoe.
getting out of here.
We're going
What
to
are
the
you
academy.
saying?
As long as this-
What?
I don't know.
Why'd they all leave?
I think they think we were like having the date right now.
But we're not.
We're not.
I don't get it.
I think Zoe is just being really emotional about this.
I don't know. It's like she thinks I'm gonna like take you or something. I don't even think that's
Yeah.
how that works. Like at the end of my time in Vardarin, I'm gonna go back to the island, and you're gonna go back to like
I am
the north.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what she thinks is gonna happen.
Well, I guess she figures that one of us is gonna steal the other.
But I'm gonna go back to the island. Like, I mean, the island's really nice, but I don't think you'd like want to live there forever. You'd want to like go on boat rides and stuff.
Yeah, I don't really live at home all that much. We sail. I don't get it either. I guess they're making a big deal out of it because like nothing. Like it wouldn't be as impressive if they were like, oh, they've kissed, and we just said, yeah.
As you wish.
That's
But
not
we-
really like,
But we haven't. We haven't like held hands.
yeah. And then we're like, they say, oh, Thorin and Sapphire are kissing, and we say, no, we're not. Then it's like, a whole big deal that they make.
I don't really get it. Like, I don't know. My friend, Crystal, she told me about dating, and she said that it was like when you really feel like you want to like press your lips against someone. And I don't really feel that with you. I mean, I like you, and like you're my friend and stuff, and I think hanging out is pretty cool, and I like being neighbors and spending time at your house and things. But like, I don't feel like a raging, burning desire to like press my lips against yours. Does that make like sense?
Yeah, I don't feel like a raging, burning desire to go out kissing people. That feels kind of weird.
Yeah, feels kind of excessive.
Your friend sounds kind of excessive.
I don't know. She seemed like a very romantic person. One of the first things she called me was like, actually, I don't know. Might have been just a dream. But she said, you know, she says a lot of nice things, like called me like gorgeous and stuff, and that was just kind of like how she was. It's just like how she talked, you know.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you think I'm pretty though. That's really nice of you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You said I was like, you know, funny and nice and stuff.
Well, yeah, because, you know, you are. You know, I'm glad that you try to solve things with, like, not violence. I don't really like violence generally. I think the Dracula are kind of an exception to that for me. But usually I'm the same way.
Yeah, you kind of, you scared me a little bit. And apparently me telling Zoe that it was like, you know, it scared me was like an admission of something to her.
That, like, what? Like, you were afraid
Well,
I
it
was
meant
gonna...
that I like cared about you.
But,
And she
like,
was like, well, that's it. Now you both like each other and you're gone. And she, you know, ran away.
I feel like she's, like, reacting kind of disproportionately to what's actually going on.
Well, I mean, she says that you're always like standing right next to me
But like,
and
what does that have to
planting me a bunch.
what does that have to do with anything? If I'm like standing near you, I feel like she's.
Apparently, it means you like me.
I feel
I
like
mean,
she's
Zoe
reading
kind of has
into it.
experience.
Does it? Does she?
Yeah. Zoe does this sort of thing a lot.
I mean, I've never really done this sort of thing. I didn't even think about it as like a possibility. Cause like, everyone on the island is family, and that would be weird.
Yeah, that's what I told her. And she was like, "Oh, you know, you and Sapphire are dating." And you know, she's like, "What do you think about Sapphire?" And I told her I haven't been thinking about it. I'm not, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I sail on the boat with her and Callan and a bunch of undead. I'm not thinking about dating.
Yeah.
I mean, we spend time at like, you know, shore settlements and stuff, but never for too
Color
long.
me
Yeah.
apathetic.
Like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'd like wanna do that. Cause like, when you love someone, you're
I
like
have no
supposed to live with
feelings
them and
one way
whatever.
or the other.
And that would like I'm going back to the island.
Apathetic.
And you're gonna be on a boat. And so you're just gonna be far away. So even if I did
I am in
fall in love with you and everything, then like I feel like all that would happen is one day you'd just get on a boat anyway,
I have no
'cause that's what you're gonna
one
do,
way or the
and
other.
I'd go on a boat back to the island, 'cause that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that would be pretty sad.
Just like really miss you and stuff, and then I'd have to like figure out what to do about it. And either you'd have to come live with me on the island in like a house we made or something. And like that would be cool, I guess. But then you wouldn't be able to go do the things you want to do.
Or you could, you know, live with me on a boat, and then we'd only be at the island sometimes.
Yeah, but then I'd like really miss my family and everything. And I'd have to be away from them. I don't know if I'd want to do that. This is the longest I've ever been away from them, easily. I mean, I've never really been away from them before coming here.
That sounds tough. I
And-
know my first time away from them was tough. It was like 6 years ago or so. You know, my first trip without dad.
Mm,
But I'm gonna keep burning in the sun. There's sort of like, you know, a charm to it. Because when you come back, you've got like all these stories to tell, and everyone's so happy to see you. And you know, you shore up, and everyone comes running onto the beach, and you've got like things from the places you've been, and everyone's like smiling. And then you all sit down at a big table, and you all share stories and catch up. And then you stay there for a few months. And then you go somewhere else. There's you know, a really big world.
when you put it like that, I mean, it does sound pretty nice. Like, has its own kind of special charm to it. There were these sailors that came to visit the island once when I was like 15 or whatever. And they'd come to trade, and they talked about stories, and I was kind of nervous around them because I hadn't like known other people before. And Emerald, I mean, she was really, really scared and shy, and she just hid away. But I did try to talk to them a little bit, and they did have stories of, you know, stuff and things. But oh, I don't know. It was scary back then, but maybe it was just scary because they were some of the first people I'd ever seen. The first people I'd ever seen who weren't like from the island. I think that was even before Mom. Mom took me to one of her old temples. But, I mean, you
I
make
get
it.
a little scared sometimes.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. You know, we go to all these different places, and some places treat us really nicely, and you know, we're welcomed with open arms, and we always go to like the taverns, and you know, we spend a lot of money, and we do a lot of drinking, and we hear all these stories from these people, and we get drunk, and we wake up God knows where. But sometimes we land, and they're really not nice to us, and I can just tell that it's gonna go violently. Those are Zoe's favorites, I think.
She seems to like it in a way that I don't know if you even could.
It's how most of my family is.
So why not you?
Maybe it's my mom, maybe it's my grandmother. Just isn't me.
That's kind of how I feel about weapons. 'Cause, like, I know how to use them. I can shoot a gun as well as anyone. I can hold them. I know how to hold them right. I know how to hold them and, you know, make cuts the right way and stuff. My mom's taught me how. Noah sparred me over and over, drilled it into me. I know how to do it, but it's just never really been my thing. You know?
As you
Mhm.
wish.
Sort of the same with me. You know, I spar my dad a lot. I'm, you know, really good at it, I think, but you don't have to enjoy something just because you're good at it. And I don't think it makes me, you know, any less a part of my family because I don't want to just cave someone's head in for disagreeing with me.
I mean, I think it makes you a nicer person, or a kinder person. That you want to talk things out. I'm, glad that things didn't turn to violence with Bela. Charybdis was, like, really worried. Like, he was out here talking to me about it. And, like, I don't even know who the guy... He kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Well, he's a big Noctum soldier.
Talks about blood and stuff. And he does it so casually, too. I don't like when people talk so casually about it. Or when they... I didn't like when Kaylin ate a guy in front of me. It was like it was nothing to her. 'Cause to a lot of vampires it is nothing. I don't like it when they do it in a way that it's like they didn't even think about it. Just brings me back, I guess. 'Cause that was my mom. She was my mom. I spent, as far as I can remember, it's all been foggy for a while, but it's been clearing up. When I grew up, it was in a cage, and it was with her. And all that memory and all that time and all the feelings I have about it, all my parents that I was born to were, all they were to the vampires was a line on a page. Just part of a list. Just a name on a list.
Just because that's who they were to Noctum doesn't mean that's who they were.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather was just a name on a list to Noctum. So was my uncle. But they're so much more than that to us. And your parents were so much more than that to you. And
So it
you
shall
are so
be.
much more than that to me, and probably a lot of other people too.
Thanks. Auntie Tansy says I'm more than a blood bag. It, feels right.
Yeah, that's a given.
There's a part of me that feels like I should be giving my blood to people. It's like it's what I'm meant to do.
I don't think that's... You know, I don't really think that people are meant to do things.
Then what do you think?
I think we choose. Dad is really, really sort of insistent on that.
Yeah.
You know, my grandmother was like a really powerful seer, and Dad can sort of see things, though a lot less after Uncle Thorin. But it was, you know, Grandma
I
would
have no
always say
strong
that,
feelings
like,
one way or the other.
your fate isn't sealed. Fate is fluid. You know, it's about the choices you make. And you can, like, you know, choose to
As
give
you
people your
wish.
blood if you really wanted to. I don't know
Follow
what
me,
that's like. I've never,
apathetic.
like, you know, had blood that's mine. But you could also just choose to not.
That's why I went to Mortium for the first time. Because I was so afraid. But I had this friend. Her name was Valeria, and Auntie Dreamer too. And they said that there would be answers in Mortium. And I was so afraid of going there, because I knew there were lots of Dracula. Even one was enough to terrify me. But I didn't want to live in fear. I didn't want to always be afraid. It's why I went, even though it was hard. Because I wanted to be better. I wanted to not be afraid anymore. And I thought maybe in Mortium I'd find answers to those parts of me that I didn't know or understand. And I know a lot more now than I did then. I think I'm glad I did it. I sure know a lot more than I used to. I think it's been good for me to grow, to overcome that fear. I was able to talk about it with Alice this month for her ritual, because she wanted to become a vampire.
So it shall
It
be.
is really important to know, like, you know, your history, who you were, who your forebears were. And I'm glad that you don't, you know, run away in fear, but I think reacting, you know, with violence and anger is also still kind of like the same thing as running away.
It doesn't feel the same.
It's sort of a base instinct. It's very easy to see something you don't like and run away from it. And it's also pretty easy to see something you don't like and kill it. It's difficult to see something you don't like and ignore it, because you're better than it. You've moved on from it.
How do I move on after what they did to me and to my family? Do I even want to? Because I
You
don't
need
know.
to forgive them.
Apathetic.
I don't forgive Noctum for what they did to my family, but I'm above it. Because if I, let that have such a fierce hold on me and, can't stand to be in Mortium without slaughtering every Draculan I see, then that's a lot of control over my life that I'm choosing to let them keep. There's nothing stopping me
I have
from,
no strong feelings one
going
way or
into
the other.
Mortium and slaughtering all of them. I'm powerful enough to do it, but they don't control me like that.
I mean, that's the thing for me. Is for the longest time I did feel powerless. Totally powerless. And it was like, I could train and I could fight other things, but the first time I saw a Draculan, I froze up. Today was the first time I didn't feel powerless. I fought them up in Oakvale, but today I felt strong. I've never felt strong when the Draculan are around before. And I like it. I like not feeling powerless.
You're not. You're never
Absolutely.
powerless. I mean, I suppose you
I
kind
have
of are
no
in some
strong
situations,
feelings
but
one way or the other.
you always have a choice. And I
Of
think it's
course.
really, really awesome that you've made the steps you've made, but I don't think you're at the top of the staircase. I think one day, if we're ready and willing, I'd like to just
I
go on a walk
yield.
through Mortium. Without fighting the Draculan. As much as we could. As easy as it would be to cleave them all into pieces. Because we're choosing not to, because
Color me.
they're beneath us.
I don't know if I'll be able to. But maybe with you, I can give it a try.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think you can do it. I think you're very strong.
I'm glad you think so. I've been getting stronger. I know I'm not vampire strong or anything. I'll never be. Not until I'm a vampire, anyway.
I'm
But
sure you will make an awesome vampire.
when I go back home, I'll become one. That's, kind of the plan. Is the reason I'm in Vardarin to begin with is I have to learn. You know, when I need to learn. While I'm still
How
human.
to survive on your own.
Not just that, but how to do it when I'm still human. Because once I'm strong like a vampire, then it won't be difficult in the same way. I'll be able to come back from things. It'll be really easy. Alice, when she woke up, it's like she felt invincible. And it's kind of like Mom said, if you don't appreciate what it is, what it really is, then not only are you not going to value it, but it's going to be a lot easier for you to get killed if something really bad happens.
I suppose that kind of makes sense. So have you ever worried that your parents are trying to tell you that they want you to move out?
No. I mean, they
I'd
told
be
me.
worried about that.
I mean, no, I don't think that was ever a thing. I feel like they'd
But if
just
my
tell
dad
me.
was like, you need to figure out living by yourself, go. I
mean-
think I'm being kicked out.
I mean, no, that really wasn't what it was. I mean, I came on the boat here with them, and I took a raft down to the forest, and they went on a little memorial walk thingy. Said it was something they had to do for themselves. Because even though my mom said she hates Vardarin, because she does, and that she was never going to come back here ever again, then she came back here ever again, and then she left forever again.
Yeah, mom and dad hate this place and like call it a graveyard and stuff, but they came twice.
Yeah. Auntie Dreamer, she really doesn't like this place. She calls it a graveyard, or a tomb. All of these things. Now Auntie Dreamer is asking me about telling me that I shouldn't be attempting to date you. Because I previously referred to you as my cousin, even though you're not my cousin, because that's not how that works.
The other.
Yeah, we're not family.
I gotta respond to this. I don't know. Everyone seems to think we're dating, but us.
Yeah, I've been told we're dating, like, a lot.
But like, we're not.
No, we're not. I mean, you haven't even taken me on a date yet. Although I think this technically counts as a date.
Wait, does this count? Why does this count?
Well, I think the whole point of a date is just like spending time together and talking and stuff.
I mean, this has been really nice. So, hooray?
Mhm.
So it shall be.
I mean, the whole point is like if you enjoy hanging out with the person, and then if you don't, then you like, don't do it again.
I mean, this has been really nice. So,
I am indifferent.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. Do you want to go
Me too.
to the garden in the back?
This is a really, really tight corridor.
It's fine. Auntie Dreamer is asking me to please not make family reunions awkward. It's got so many flowers because it's like the harvest garden. But I don't know. I do like sitting here because you can just kind of watch the road, and every so often Frostmaw will come by and you can wave at him.
And like half of the people coming up the mountain.
Mm-hmm. That's like...
Zoe?
There was a rat. It was glowing.
Yeah, that rat grew like a rotling. And it felt like Zoe in Sigil Magics.
Wait, that was Zosha? Oh god, she's gonna get the wrong idea. Hi, Frostmaw. See? He's like... He's doing a great job. Like watching the road and stuff.
Yeah. Dad called him the neighborhood watch.
I mean, he does a great job of watching. Hey, what are you doing? They're just talking. I think the rat bit your cloak a bit. I don't know. I feel like the garden's got like a little too much going on because I put so many flowers in
I
it.
was gonna say, I think the garden's a little...
It's a little too much.
I think it doesn't really have any shape, and it's just flowers.
Yeah, it's just kind of flowers everywhere. I don't know. Should I like pick her up?
Cast your gaze.
No, she hates being touched.
Oh, okay. Then I won't. You are a very glowing purple rat.
So how are you going to complain when you see Sapphire and I interacting and then come here to spy on us interacting?
Like, we're just talking.
Yeah, talking about fucking being with each other.
What? What are you even saying? I don't understand. I do really like this room though. I feel like I did a good job with what?
Are we sitting far enough apart for you, Zoe?
Yeah, do I need to like sit even farther? Like put my whole ass like on the side here?
Oh, I see. You're right. We should be in separate chairs.
You're right. We should.
You want Sapphire to sit at the hall?
But now we're like looking at each other. I feel like she's gonna treat that like it's worse. Cause now we're like
You want me to
staring.
sit all the way at the hall? But then how are Sapphire and I gonna talk?
Yeah, we're just talking. She's running off. I just because now it's like I'm staring at you, you know? And not like looking at the fire and like being all contemplative and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Zoe was trying for here.
Because now we're like looking at each other like super directly. Which, I don't know. I mean, her hair is pretty nice and stuff. I like the braids.
Yeah, it's like a family tradition.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like your dad's. I mean, I think they look good.
Me too. If it didn't, I think I'd break tradition. Like Zoe did.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I think you should keep them.
I mean, yeah, I'd rather this than staring at the fire.
I mean, you know, now that you mention it, I mean, I guess you're right. It does kind of feel more personal in a way.
Well, I was saying you're prettier than like burning logs, but that too.
I mean, and that's really sweet of you, actually. Thanks. I mean, I think you look really good too. Like you got the hair and I don't know. You wear a lot of blue and I really like blue. And it's
It's my
my
favorite
hair.
color.
It's my hair and it's also, you know, it's why my name is Sapphire.
Yeah, it just kind of works.
I mean, I definitely think it worked. I don't know. I don't know why my mom was like, apparently my mom used to be like into the vampire hunters, and I don't get it. I do kind of get the whole like, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna say that.
What were you gonna say?
The whole being in the vampires thing.
Well, I don't think I'm technically a vampire, so. But yeah, I'm basically a vampire.
I mean, you still like drink blood and stuff.
Yeah.
And the books are probably applicable.
The books? Oh no, I know about these books. Zoe reads books like that.
Wait, she does? Zosha, I know you're still there.
No, I'm not.
You definitely are.
Nope. If you can't see me, I'm not there.
I can hear you.
Yeah, but if you can't see me, I'm not there.
I don't think that's how that works.
It is totally how I work.
Like, just never mind, okay? Just never mind.
Yeah, I don't really read books like that, but, you know, I know about them. Are you reading books like that?
No. I mean, from what I understood, it was more my mom's thing.
You know, I was gonna say that wasn't a very convincing no, but I don't think any of the no's you could have said would have been convincing. That was even less convincing.
It's fine. Look, and this is we're having a big library, and we're putting a lot of books in it, and that's the important part.
I mean, I'm not, you know, you read what you know, your sort of thing. Don't let me judge you.
You're like staring at me, and you're like right
I've been
there.
staring at you this whole time.
There's not like a table or anything. It's just me and you. There's like
Well,
kind of makes me nervous.
What
Yeah,
the
there's, like-
fuck?
there's like 15 feet of space between us, though.
I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Zoe, you willingly eavesdropped on that whole conversation.
You're the one.
I stay apart from each other.
Oh
You know
my
what you are.
god. What are
You know
you?
what you are.
What are you? What are
know
you
you
saying?
are.
What are we?
Fucking disgusting lovers. That's
What?
you are.
I've literally never even held his hand. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you want to. Yeah, you're not saying anything, huh?
What? You're biting at my walls. I can hear you. You know there's like a fireplace if you do manage to get through that spot, there's a fireplace. You're gonna end up on fire. I think she really did leave. Wow.
I have a feeling she's gonna come right back.
I also have a feeling she's gonna come right back. No, she really did go all the way back to your house.
Yeah, she's probably like crying.
I hope
gonna be
not.
honest.
I hope not.
She's really emotional about this, and I don't understand.
It doesn't have to be so serious. I mean, like I told you what I said. I mean, I think you're nice, and I think you're funny, and I like talking to you, and like you're my friend and stuff. And I don't see why it has to be so complicated, or why my entire family has to go and be so like weird about it. Like the moment I said something nice to you, literally all of them were like, oh, well, I got somewhere else to be. And the hall became like empty.
That's just dramatic.
What's dramatic?
I can hear Zoe crying from here. You don't cry that loud when you're like crying. So that's like, you know, she's gotten somewhere and she's decided that she's going to cry excessively loudly for us to hear it. Which is particularly surprising since we have a blood bond and she can just like, you know, make me feel sad that way.
Yeah, no, I didn't even think about that. Like, that makes sense that you do. Like, I don't have a blood bond with Emerald or anything, because, you know, I'm human and she's human.
Yeah, she's been utilizing this blood bond quite a bit throughout this conversation.
To do what?
To tell me that she is annoyed.
I mean, I hope you're not annoyed.
I'm not annoyed.
Okay.
If I was annoyed, I'd just leave.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But she's the one who's like telling us to sit like this. Like we're not close. We're not like holding hands. We're definitely not like kissing or anything. So like, what's the big deal?
I don't know. I mean, it might be because I've never done this before. So I was worried that like, you know, I'm gonna do it and leave her behind, but I'm not. Does your sister not like do the same, or does she not even know?
Like, what do you mean?
You know, is she not like all, oh, you're dating Thorin and
I
he's
don't.
gonna steal you away and you're gonna go live in the North?
No. She's. I don't really think she knows. I also don't really think she would mind. Like, honestly, if I told her tomorrow that everyone died and was replaced with books, I think that would be the happiest day of her life.
That's a fair point. Actually, I don't know if your sister would even like. I think your sister might be the only other person that isn't looking at us and, pointing and saying, "Oh, they're dating." Do you think she'd sense it through scissor magics if we sat next to each other?
I mean, we could try and see if she comes running. See, I just don't get it.
I think we got away with it.
Do you think we did?
Maybe.
I
I
mean, I
think
don't
I
know.
like this more than the seats.
I mean, it is definitely more comfortable. And the fire is really nice. I mean, I feel kind of awkward if I look at you for too long because then it feels like I'm staring.
We didn't get away with it.
We didn't get away with it. I don't know if I really care enough to stop doing it though.
I don't want to.
I don't think I want to either, honestly. What's on your mind?
What? We don't do apologies, but I hate that this happened to you.
Thanks. That's, one of the spots they took my blood from. They cut you open. And they just let it drain out. And then they force it back together. And then they do it again. Sometimes in the same spot. Sometimes in a different spot.
Not anymore. And you don't need to do that to yourself either.
It still feels right to do it. It's not really painful when I do it. It just takes a while. I don't do it more than once a month. 'Cause, I kind of run out of blood otherwise. Noctum did it a lot more than once a month.
Well, you need your blood, Sapphire. It's like an important thing for humans.
I know.
Probably keep all of it.
I have a lot of it in bottles. It was my mom's job. It was supposed to be my job. It feels like my job. So I do it. It feels like what I'm meant to do. I know my blood smells good for vampires.
I don't think it's something you should be doing.
I know Auntie Tansy wants to talk to me about it. I don't think she likes that I do it either.
Well, if you, like, wanted to, if you were putting it aside for something or, doing it with a reason, then, it's your blood, that's your choice, but you're just doing it because it feels right. To me, that doesn't feel right. Something about that's off.
It feels like it's my purpose.
But you know it isn't. Right?
It was Mom's. Lena's. That's what
Doesn't make it yours.
You know they gave me a number on that piece of paper. It was 174. A. My mom was 174. My dad was 65.
But that's not who you are, Sapphire, and names have, at least for me and my family, names are important. Names are really important. That's why we're, so proud of ourselves for being Rowans. That's important to us. It's our family. It's who we are. It's why I was named after my uncle. You're not a number. You don't introduce yourself as a number. No one calls you by that number. You are Sapphire Lovelace.
And you're Thorin Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
There was a name on the paper too. I've been thinking for a while if I wanted to try using it. The name was Adora. It's what Lena used to call me, I think, when I was really small.
I can see it. You are adorable.
Ah! Well, thank you. It's very sweet of you. I think you're pretty cute too.
You can't really make any jokes out of Thorin.
I mean, no. I don't know. I don't know if I can. I'm really trying to think of one and it's just not working.
That's
'Cause
alright.
You
I'll take cute.
you could be Horan, you could be Orin, you could be Thor.
But these aren't compliments.
I know. It just doesn't work.
You're just butchering my name.
I know. I've told you I was trying to think of one and it just
Adorable, it just works.
yeah. It yeah.
Were you thinking of going by that?
I've I've thought about it. I've signed a couple letters as it and as Adora, but mostly I just go by Sapphire. I don't know. I'm kind of curious how it would feel to go by Adora. Maybe for a little while. Or, I don't know. Maybe just with you.
You want me to call you Adora?
For a bit. To see how
See
it
how
feels.
it feels?
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. You know, Zoe's gonna make a whole deal out of this.
I mean, let her. I don't know. She's already making a whole deal out of it.
She is.
She's gonna make even more of a deal out of it when she finds out we actually held hands.
I don't know what she's getting worked up for it for. She's done so much worse.
What has she done?
The things you read about in those books.
What books?
Exactly.
They're good books.
I'm sure they're full of story.
They are.
I'm not reading one, so you know, I'll trust you.
I mean, if it makes you feel better. I never really imagined that, like, it would never be me in any capacity.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really make me feel anything. It
Okay.
doesn't bother me.
Okay, well, good. It shouldn't. I think Zoe went to Mortium to, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Zoe handles her problems with violence. That's why she's always so mean to me, because she can't beat me up.
But she's, like, the one who likes violence.
Yeah. You know how I'm always saying, you know, that you don't have to like something just because you're good at it?
Mm-hmm.
Zoe's the example of the you don't have to be good at it to like it.
I mean, that makes sense. Glad
She
she...
practices a lot, and I've been giving her pointers, but I don't like doing it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if I could, I never would have fought anyone when I came here. But the wolves attacked. I guess I was kind of used to that, like the wolves and the bears and stuff. Because there's wolves and bears on the island too, and I've trained against them, or I've hunted them. But I was kind of hoping that Mom was wrong when she told me that people would try to kill me. But she was right. People do try to kill you here. And they just do it. I don't even really ask questions. And I'm human like them, but I'm different. Guess it's what makes me not afraid of you in the way that, regular people tend to be.
I I think so. I don't really understand it, but I mean, I suppose I'm happy that like that's how it is.
Yeah, and I'm glad I don't like run from you in terror or anything, and yell that I don't have any money or that you're a vampire or something.
I mean, to be fair, those are pretty reasonable reactions to me. I don't really get upset about it.
They do it to me too sometimes, which is weird.
Maybe word's getting around that you're hanging out with me and Zoe.
I mean, I have been
You know, they
pretending.
know that you live in the mountain. They think you're mountain folk now.
Hmm. I mean, I have been pretending to be a vampire for a while and like saying that the sun hurts and stuff. So maybe maybe they're taking it the wrong way.
Maybe. It's all right though. I mean, that's how I've always lived my life, and I'm, you know, getting by.
Yeah. Would people be like that to you in like the port towns and stuff that you visited?
Not always. Sometimes they're like that, and those are the ones that I know it's, gonna be violent. And Zoe is standing on the edge of the boat with that giant mace over her shoulder, a huge
Mm.
grin.
I wonder how many people she's killed. I wonder if she even keeps count anymore.
She's killed a lot. And admittedly, so have I.
Mm. I have two. I think the only ones I've really wanted to kill was those slavers in the mines and the Dracula. Serafina asked if I was just sparring with the generals, but I don't think what we did was sparring. But I felt like maybe I shouldn't tell her that.
Probably not. I end up in those fights because, Zoe goes and Alan goes and Dad goes, and we're family. I, you know, even if I think violence is wrong, uh, a Rowan doesn't have to be right. And, you know, I care about my family. I want to see them safe. And that lady in Gloomrot, when she ripped our throats, the first time she came around, right before she got knocked down, she knocked Zoe down and went to rip Zoe's throat. And for a moment there, something just washed over me. And I just, you know,
Yeah. If anyone tried to hurt Emmy, I wouldn't let them hurt Emmy. I
I'll
wish
look out for him.
I I hope that lady doesn't come back or hurt you again. I heard she was Alexi's sire. I don't know if I could fight her. Not after what happened to you all. I can't reconstitute. I'd just die. And my mom told me that my mom would be really upset if I wound up dead.
Yeah. Not just your mother either. I think a lot of people would be upset if you died.
I don't know how that's supposed to make me feel, but
Valued. But that's okay.
I'm glad that you care about me. I care about you too. And I'm glad other people care about me, and I really try to care about them too.
I don't think there's as many people that care about me as they do you, but there's a lot of people that care about you.
You
And
sh-
that's a good thing.
you sh- mm, I'm glad. I try to make friends with people and be nice to them. I really don't try to make enemies.
I guess I'm kind of trying to make friends. I do want to make friends here. It's sort of the longest we've spent in one place, besides home.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's usually a month at most. So they're always like, short-term friendships. I suppose I make kind of longer friendships every now and then with people that we found like shipwrecked or stranded, and we take them to the next town.
It gives you, more time to get to know them and stuff.
Yeah. But also, I'm not gonna stop being who I am for the sake of making friends.
I mean, I don't think you should, because if you do that, then you're like not really you anymore, And
I like being me.
and I like who you are too. I think who you are is pretty cool.
I'm really glad you think that.
Also, your hand is cold. So it's kind of, it's cool in two ways. It was funnier in my
I
head.
suppose that's a pun you can make.
It was funnier in my head. I came to barter and to learn a lot of things, but I guess I never expected one of them to be holding a guy's hand like this. But it's definitely a new experience. And I think I like it. I do like it, actually. I know I like it.
I can say a whole lot of the same. Honestly, the, whole date thing wasn't on the list.
Does this count as that? I feel like this kind of counts as that now. Now that I really think about it. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be.
It counts if you want it to.
Do you want it to?
No,
Okay.
because then you still owe me a date.
You know what? I agree. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
We're just holding hands,
Mm-hmm.
and, talking about our lives.
I'm
On a date, we're just
just sitting in front of the
hanging.
fire. Yeah, we're just friends, Thorin. We're just being friends.
yeah.
I think Zoe's on her way back to the mountain. I wonder if she's gonna come eavesdrop. I kinda hope she does. It would be really funny.
I think she's probably going home.
Yeah, it is late in my stars. Goodness.
It's really late in mine.
Yeah, yeah. You make a really good point. But this was really nice. And I'm glad I got to spend this time with you.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to hang out.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Thorin. I like hanging out with you.
I like hanging out with you too. You still owe me a date though.
Yeah, I still owe you a date. I don't know. Maybe next month or the month after if I'm free.
Yeah, you gotta get your 1,000 gold sun worth.
Yeah, I really do.
So it shall be.
I wouldn't want to feel cheated, you know.
I'm sure you won't.
As you wish.
I mean, I sure hope not. Oh, and there she goes.
They took a really awkward way to go around.
Yeah. Really a particular way to go. But I guess I can like walk you home and stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit of a walk, but I'm sure you can manage.
Mm-hmm. Like there's a teleporter that goes straight out the front.
Well, I meant from your front door to mine.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a really dangerous, long journey.
There's a wolf, Thorin. You gotta really be careful.
I'm
It's
glad
kinda-
you were here to make sure I made it safe.
Yeah, that wolf was really gonna get you.
It really was.
Yeah. Anyway, see you later. Thanks for hanging out and stuff.
Yeah,
As you wish.
anytime.
So it shall be.
Anyway, good night, Thorin. Good Good night, Zosha.
Good night, Adora.
Of course.